Om. Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratan Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. समचरण सरोज सांद्र नीलाबुदाधम उदाभम जगन जगन निहित पाणिम मंडनम मंडनात्तम तरुण तुलसी माला कंदरम कंजनेत्रम सदय सदय धवलहासम विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि 1486. All the 10 directions wanted to be near Hari. They therefore became the 10 toes of his feet. 1487. The moon was becoming weaker and smaller every day, every dark fortnight. She also went to the feet of Sri Hari and became the nails of his feet, and thus was again brilliant. 1488. The Lord Shankara held the moon on his head so that the sacred water falling down from Hari's feet naturally fell on the head of the Lord Shankara, which purified the world. 1489. The four liberations saw that God has assumed a form. They therefore came and took shelter at his feet, and saints also took resort at his feet. 1490. The liberation which is known as Salokatha and that which is called Samipata became the ornaments in the ankles of Sri Hari and began to make tiny sweet sounds. Sarup, Sarupata became the ankle chains and Sayujyata became Pain Janas. 1491. The great demons were also afraid of those Pain-janas. All the happiness of the world is at the feet of Sri Hari, and trance finds resting place at these feet. 1492. The Lord said, O Uddhava, all the courage, valor, a depth of moral character, fame, and bravery are with my qualified aspect. Please remember this as well. 1493. By the glimpse of this beautiful form of my human body, eyes are completely satisfied and it brings freedom from birth and death cycle. 1494. When the devotees look at my beautiful body, they are not required to undergo yoga or go to caves or face many hardships. 1495. They have no need of seeds, pots, or samadhi. Oh Uddhava, devotion is the only way to reach me. 1496. There are 11 places of my worship. Invocation should be made for me at these places, and meditation should be done on my image as shown. 1497. Devotees should perform my puja. I should be the object of meditation. Many songs in my praise should be sung collectively. My name should be recited and my virtues should be praised. 1498. My life story should be sung day and night. Stories from my biography should be told. Only such total occupation in me should be called devotion. 1499. When a lighted lamp is held in our hand, we see the whole room lighted. Similarly, when mind is concentrated on my image, wisdom and self knowledge arise in the mind. 1500. You should understand from this description that both the aspects, that is qualified aspect and abstract aspect, are equal in importance, and the bliss from my kind glance is also equal in both types of worship. This must be properly remembered. 1501. The quality of pure gold is the same in the lump of gold and ornaments made of gold. Similarly, devotion is no different from either for my image or my abstract principle. 1502. So it is definite that both the Saguna and Nirguna devotees are one. For example, sweetness of sugar is the same in a little quantity and large quantity. 1503. The mind should be concentrated on my subtle inner image, and devotees should worship me with great joy and enthusiasm. 1504. O Uddhava, you may ask, in what way this devotion is possible? I shall tell you all the means by which pure devotion is possible.
इष्टापूर्तेन मामेवं यो यजेत समाहितः लभते मयि सद्भक्तिं मत्स्मृतिः साधु सेवया.
Meaning of the verse: he who with properly controlled mind worships through deeds of public amenities and welfare works develops good devotion, and by service to sages he keeps memory of my nature. 1505. When a man does various meritorious deeds such as yoga, sacrifice, building of well, developing forest, garden, lakes, and duties according to Vedas and religious scriptures, and offers them to me, they should be taken as perfect works. 1506. And even though rituals such as Shrauta, Smarta, fireworks, Soma Yaga are performed, and though wells, lakes, public amenities, etc., are provided, all these activities are of no use if they are not offered to me. Any good deed becomes perfect only when it is surrendered to me. 1507. When the devotee is offering action to me, sometimes his mind wishes to get some result in the shape of protection from any calamity. Seeing this, I myself destroy any calamity that may perhaps attack my devotee. 1508. I give to my devotees such a high state of mind and divine happiness which is not possible for selfish worker even after taking lot of trouble. 1509. My devotee who is sincere is normally not interested in the heavenly pleasures, and though as a natural result of his action these pleasures become his action these pleasures become his action. 1510. For example, if a sage is going to temple, but he is not interested in devotees. He loves them very intimately. 1514. He denies liberation and worships me with the totality of his being. Thus, I do not allow any difficulties to touch the life of my devotees. 1515. Only when such devotees perform activities which are helpful to the society and perform sacrifices, etc., with all the loyalty, then there is purity in their heart and mind, and they become real devotees. 1516. With equilibrium of their mind, when they perform these rituals, etc., 1517, there is purity in their life, and with that qualification only, they attain the highest state of my devotion. 1518. But There is a way of meeting me without undergoing all these troubles. That is a secret path which I am telling you now. 1519, O Uddhava, leaving all other means, if a person worships a sage, he will have purity of mind. Please consider this. 1520, you may ask about the signs of such a sage. I am not going to add about it. I am not going to add about it. And I am not going to add, but the sage is the Satguru. This fact is important. 1521. If a man worships faithfully that Sadguru, his whole life becomes pure because of that great preceptor. 1522. The sacred word given by the sage takes the disciple direct to the realization of the absolute Brahman. What purity is not possible to achieve by serving the feet of that Sadguru. 1523. Even if the name of that Sadguru is uttered, death will not dare to approach that devotee. When his service is done with joy and happiness, the state of freedom comes to serve the feet of that disciple. 1524. You should understand that when the devotion to Sadguru is so powerful, it automatically brings highest type of devotion towards me. It, like a bride, follows that disciple ardently, desiring to marry him. 1525. He who joyfully and with great faith worships his Guru should be considered to have achieved fulfillment of his life, and devotion towards me is waiting for him at his door. 1526. What a devotion! I am also standing at the door. I am so much in love with the devotion towards Sadguru. 1527. I am not so much fond of my devotee as I am fond of devotees of gurus. Because remember this important thing, without keeping company with saints, no real devotion is possible.
प्रायेण भक्तियोगेन सत्सङ्गेन विनोद्धव नोपायो विद्यते सध्यं प्रायणो हि सतामहम्.
Meaning of the verse, O Uddhava, there is ordinarily no means to reach me without bhakti yoga and without the company of saints, because I am the greatest resort of saints. 1528. There are two paths to reach me. One is the path of devotion, and other is the path of knowledge. The path of knowledge is difficult, while the path of devotion takes the devotee to me without any difficulty. 1529. Many people have advised other seekers about various means to reach me by coming beyond the worldly life. But note that all these means are not useful. The devotional path is proved to be the best by experience. 1530. The simplest, straight, fearless, permanent, and pure is the path of devotion advised by me. The path of knowledge creates great fear in the minds of the seeker. Suddenly, in the very practice of that path. 1531. There are two things necessary for watering a vegetable garden. One is the leather container, it's called motte, which brings up the water from the well, and the other is the waterway to carry the water towards all the trees. There is a hard work in this. Mote Nada and two bullocks are the primary necessities. The bullocks yoke are required to be whipped frequently. They are harassed while walking to and fro, and only then a small area of land becomes wet. 1533. Sometimes the leather vessel mote is broken. Sometimes the rope is cut, or sometimes a bullock dies. When this happens, the soil becomes dry and the crop is lost. 1534. But a canal of river has no such difficulties. Once water is guided through the canal, the flow is continuous. 1535. Knowledge is like the well water. The scholars study the Vedas and sit for discussion about the permanent and the impermanent. 1536. One scholar advocates ritual, one supports sannyasa and insists on shaving of the head, while some say that it is not proper to put our body to any such trouble. 1537. Some say that prarabdha, the law of karma, is valid and effective. Some say that verbal knowledge is important, while some say that we should not chatter on this subject. 1538. Some say that we should give up all knowledge. Some say that a man who has ripe imagination is really wise and we should not value stupid persons. 1539. Some say that penance is important. Some say that mantras are very great. Some advocate study of Vedas, while some say that charity is the best means. 1540. Still, other man rejects all these methods and advocates yoga, mudras, and postures. 1541. In all these discussions, they never reach at one decision. The Pandits are proud of their knowledge, but they really do not know. 1542. So, such is the condition on the path of knowledge. By doubt, intelligence is lost. There are many difficulties. Thus, through all these things, I am not reached by the seekers. 1543. My devotees are quite different. My devotees reach me by only taking my name. There is no count how many are liberated. 1544. When my virtues are described, or when the story of my life is told together with the recitation of my name, no calamity gets entry at the place. The shouting of Harinama is like a fort. How can difficulties come there? They run away from my devotees and doors of liberations are opened. 1546. My devotees have no hope about anything, even about freedom, and therefore I am in love with them and their faith. 1547. In short, there is no path except devotion to come to me easily. Really, what I like most is devotion. 1548. Eknath says, the Lord very lovingly described for Uddhava the easy path of devotion. Uddhava was already the best devotee, and as he listened to the talk of Lord Sri Krishna, he was all joy. 1549. As the Lord Sri Krishna told what was in his mind, Uddhava began to dance in ecstasy. He again and again bowed to the Lord. 1550. He asked, if your devotion is so easy, why all people are not your devotees? The Lord said, without great fortune, nobody can worship me by devotion. 1551. If the merit of crores of birth in the past is in stock, then only a man can get the company of saints, and through that my devotion arises in his mind. 1552. O Uddhava, have a confirmed understanding that devotion is possible through living with saints. In a way, devotion towards me is waiting near the saints, waiting for devotees. 1553. You may question me, oh Lord, if you think that the saints are our own people, what you do about the other people? To whom are they entrusted? You may also ask why my devotion is always in the company of saints. 1554. But O Uddhava, have no doubt, I have great trust in the saint. When I myself am with them, my devotion is naturally there. 155, 1555. You may also ask why I say that you should worship the saint. My answer is that I cannot be controlled by anybody because I am Ananta. But saints have tied me with their faith. 1556. I will also tell you how it is possible for them. It is because they do not value anybody except me in all the three worlds. They are very loyal. 1557. They have surrendered to me their karmas all their duties, dharma, body, house, beauty, name, and their ashrama dharma. 1558. Even if great calamities like those befalling humanity at the time of final dissolution attack them, they will not fear or deviate from my devotion. 1559. Even if the sky may fall down, they never look out for protection to any other person except me. That is why I have become their servant. 1560. The greatest of faith is so wonderful. I am the Atma of the whole universe, but they have become my Atma. They are one with me, the Supreme Person. 1561. Please remember that the saints and myself never leave each other, though the end of the world may come. I have told you the most secret fact from the bottom of my heart. 1562. The saints have become my persons and are united with me by devotion only. Others do not worship me. Therefore, I have left them to the mercy of time and karma. 1563. Death has no power to approach the saints. They never become a prey of time and death because I am always protecting them. 1564. O Uddhava, I am not ashamed to do any work of the saints. Now I am going to tell you further greater secrets.
Hariom, can we extend by 5 minutes to complete the chapter? Okay, Singapore.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
अथैतत्परमं गुह्यं शृण्वतो यदुनन्दन सुगोप्यमपि वक्ष्यामि त्वं मे भृत्य सुहृत्सखा.
Meaning of the verse: Oh, the son of Yadus, you are my friend and also a faithful servant. As you are listening, I'm going to tell you a very mysterious and secret thing. 1565. Oh, Uddhava, you are the glory of the race of Yadus. Listen, you are my relative, servant, well wisher, and dear friend. So I cannot help talking to you about some further secret things. 1566. Therefore, I'm going to tell you the very essence of all the essence in my store. 1567. I have never told this to anybody, but you are my dearest friend and eternal compassion. You have unparalleled love for me. 1568. And that love is not a dry thing. You have tremendous devotion for me. There is desirelessness in your heart, which is guileless. 1569. In this race of Yadavas, you are the only one equal to me. You are the family member and you are a wonderful servant. 1570. You are not a servant guided by selfish ends, but you are totally trustworthy. How can I describe many of your good qualities? I am really overjoyed while telling you all this. 1571. The Lord said, I cannot keep this secret from you. And he embraced Uddhava tightly and lovingly, which made both of them very happy. 1572. Then the Lord said, please listen with respect and proper attention. This secret knowledge, which is the cause of upliftment of the whole Yadava race. 1573. This is because the race in which a person attains the realization of the absolute Brahman becomes pure. Have no doubts about this statement. Take this as the final truth. 1574. Now you will say that since I, Sri Krishna, am complete Brahman, Narayana, and have taken birth in this race, the race is already uplifted. And you will say, compared to that, your knowledge is negligible. 1575. Please listen to my answer. Though it is true that I have taken birth in this race, I am completely aloof from the name, form, caste, and relationship. If you want to consider me as Yadava, that is not sufficient because I am the head of all the races in the world and all the world is my family. 1576. The Lord further said, This is also another reason of my sharing my knowledge with you, because I know that this knowledge will be the emancipation of the whole world. 1577, Uddhava's eagerness to listen to knowledge was such that he opened the ears of his mind. And when he saw the face of Sri Krishna, his eyes were locked with the divine eyes of Lord Sri Krishna. Now Uddhava 1578, now Uddhava is attentive, and the Lord is going to tell him a rare knowledge which is pleasantly narrated in the next chapter. 1579, thus taking thus saying, Eknath requests the audience, I request all the saints and the listeners to please pay attention and be careful. I have saluted your feet with my head bowed down. 1580, by the grace of your feet, I am going to explain the meaning of various verses from the Purana to the complete satisfaction of all the saints. 1581, Eknath surrendered himself to his guru Janardana, and he looked as beautiful as water in the sea looks beautiful in the form of its waves. Here ends the Marathi commentary by Saint Eknath on the 11th chapter of the 11th skanda of Bhagavata Mahapurana, dedicated to Lord Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Beautiful. It just coincides with our Narayaniam chapter. We started the 11th canto, all the Bhakti and all that stuff. Excellent reading, Venkatesh ji. Please share your thoughts.
How important is the Nam Jap? I mean, I think he has been telling that devotion is the most easy, the path of knowledge and the path of devotion. And people who are knowledgeable, lot of things they will say this is good, that is good, but they cannot take a decision. The Lord only wants that pure devotion of the devotee just by uttering his name, and he is there to protect him, and he is there. And I think in this particular thing, the importance of saints, being with the saints, and also in this particular reading, the importance of the feet of the Lord. Why the people say bow to the feet of the Lord? Clearly, it has been explained over here, and how the saints are intertwined with the Lord. I mean, Lord and the saint is almost the same. Sri Krishna is saying that way. So very, very beautiful. I think it actually gives goosebumps when you read it. So I think it's important that I think there are many, many places where Lord Krishna has told the importance of pure devotion. I think he said it is the easiest thing. Knowledge and all Vedas, it is good. He's not denying that. But devotion, I mean, unparalleled devotion without any malice or without anything, doing the activity, do seva for the saints and all this will protect the devotees from calamities. I was hearing that
My connection is so weird today because it's raining heavily. Never mind. I didn't hear your towards the end the summary, Venkatesh, but I'm sure it must have been beautiful. Anybody wants to add any thoughts?
Yes, Varshaji. Only devotion without knowledge, how does it help? I mean,
The devotion without knowledge will not come only. I know that's why my devotion is there. How you can't simply blindly have a devotion. You know the God is your refuge. You know that God is somebody high up there. You are developing that. Without knowledge, devotion doesn't. And only knowledge, nothing is there. Then it's a mere hollow. Why Mirabai could surrender like that? She already knew what is Lord. The devotion is coming with the knowledge of. Mm, beautiful. I like that 1499. When a lighted lamp is held in our hands, we see the whole room lighted. Similarly, when mind is concentrated on my image, wisdom and self-knowledge arise in the mind. So, in devotion, when you have Lord's image in mind already, the knowledge will come. It won't be away, it won't be far. Good. So we start some rare, some secret is going to come. Some interest has been kindled, and we will see what 12th chapter starts tomorrow with. Okay, over to you, Venkatesh, for closing prayers.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु
Thank you everyone for
हरि ओम
joining. Thank you, Venkatesh,
हरि ओम
Pradeep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
हरि ओम हरि ओम
Thank
हरि
you, Jay.
ओम हरि ओम